Boom, this is Kenyatta Ill representing for
Hello,
Astor.
my name is
I want
DJ
to tell you something.
Sebastian and you're
Kensington,
watching
Maroontown,
BobArtsTV.
Gallant, Whole South St. James. Look forward, man. Brutality. Hype me I tell you about. Woo 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 woo. Asta Black never get. Asta Black never get. We wait, man. We wait. Asta Black never get. We wait. We wait. Asta Black never get. We wait. Although the battle seems so hot in Babylon, the conflict gets sore and things get really harder. We wait. Asta Black never get. We wait. We wait. Asta Black never get. We wait. Asta was standing on a corner reasoning with two daughters, reasoning of Jah equal rights and justice, teaching them of the way they are to live. Here comes a Babylon to ride up on the race high. We wait. Asta Black never get. We wait. We wait. Asta Black never get. We wait. The Babylon jump out of Jeep and him say, boy, come give her a shirt out of the bag there. And Asta Black throw the bag forward and give it to Babylon. And everything Babylon side Asta Black with, him take it and ask him where him get it.
Wayne, man, welcome home.
Thank you very much,
I
there,
know
Ras.
Jamaica is like your home.
Oh, it
You've
is like
been
my
there,
home.
Like you come every year.
I love it here. I love the people. I love the spirit.
See,
I was a bit worried before we came because of the bad press, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But we come here and I see nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Smiles, happy. I'm very impressed. Very.
See.
Yeah. So word when it gets back, it's still good.
nice.
It's very
Trip
nice.
advisory.
Trip
everybody
advisory.
will know now.
They will know now. I will
Yeah.
put something in it. So I'm happy to be here. The weather is good. The people are
As usual.
as usual.
Yeah,
Yes.
sweet people.
So
yeah.
yes, life is good.
Yes. Last time you were here, man, you did a poem on BobArtsTV.
Yes, I did.
You have any new ones?
I have a couple new ones there, Ras, and so the first one I'm going to talk about has to do with the legal marijuana.
See.
So in Canada now, we have medical marijuana that if you have problems with sleeping or anxiety, you can get the proper strain that's required.
Yes.
Some people have a hard time sleeping, so they need to smoke sativa. Whereas other people who have chronic pain, they need Induca, Induki, whatever. There's different Indica, yeah, the different strains for different things.
Yes.
So
How do we know what is good for what?
well, the doctors and all that have charts,
Yes.
and they're very clear that if you get this kind of ailment, you should be having this type of stuff.
Yes, yes.
And not everybody smokes. So what happens is they're more into edibles, more into oils, more into teas and coffees and stuff like that. My Empress.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Come here, so look a bit. Come here, make me see your face there.
Say hi.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Respect. Yes.
So yeah, when you go to the doctor, you can say, hey, I have these issues, these
Yes.
problems. And the other thing they're doing is they're trying to reduce the amount of THC to less of an euphoric high, but more of a medical. Yeah, so they know that if you take CBA or CBD, whatever, the different stuff, it helps you.
Yes.
So when I went for my license, they said, are you sure you need 20% THC? I'm an older guy. I said, yeah, I need it. But I can
Is
see
20 good for you, or you need a little bit more?
20 is fine.
25
20 is fine, yes.
Is
20% THC. So there,
that make you high?
it makes you a bit high, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like having
you
a
forget the pains, or at least the ailment
Yes.
is going away.
the ailment definitely has gone away.
Yeah.
I take no pills.
Yes.
I have degenerated discs in my back, and they'd like you to take the pills. The
Yes,
drug
yes.
companies and all
Yes,
that would
yes.
like you to take the opioids and and whatever. I don't like that.
You're from Canada.
I'm from Canada.
And Mr. Trudeau is your prime minister.
Yes.
And you're in the same Westminster style government, like our government, like in England.
Yes.
So you have the British, so you're a colony of the Queen.
Very much like a colony of the Queen. That's right. We moved away from that in like '67, where we became our own, but we still have the Queen on our money.
Just like us. We were 62,
Yes.
and we still have a Governor General.
We have our Governor General too.
Yeah.
So
Are they significant? The Governor General, is he significant in
no,
Canada?
it's just a way to get information over to the Queen and back.
So he's like a landlord.
Yes, like a landlord, yes.
Yeah.
Even though they have no say in our government, even though they have no say in our policies, we still have that.
Yeah.
That-
Because if the Prime Minister come up here in Jamaica with a new police commissioner,
Yes.
the Governor General have to agree, say that one is good.
We don't have that issue in Canada.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the Governor General doesn't play too much of a role. More of a.
Do you
know,
think
historical.
you think we should have recreational ganja
Yes.
law,
Yes.
freedom for
Yes.
recreation, especially to Ras Astor, to everyone?
To everyone.
Seeing when
So-
the rain fall, it fall on everyone. Oh, stop! Not true.
Yes. So here's where I see it.
Yes.
We have the big drugs here, the heroines and the cocaines and the LSDs, and you get down and you
Alcohol.
then you get down into alcohols. You have your moonshines and your whiskeys and your tequilas,
Giancarlo.
and then you get down a little bit lower into your beers and your wines, and then you get down into your coffees and your Coca-Colas, which caffeine is a drug.
Yes,
Then
yes.
you get into your marijuana,
Yeah.
and that's how I truly see it. It is not a harmful drug like coffee, like whiskey and wine, like heroin. Those you cannot do lots.
The philosophy or the myth that's here is that if you try THC,
Yep.
you're gonna move up the ladder. So.
And that's been disproven many times.
Oh, okay.
Scientific research
Yes.
is it does not. And what happens is it's actually the other way. People that have addictions to opioids and stuff like that, by smoking the marijuana, it provides eases the
vibes,
symptoms,
yeah.
and all
You
of a
don't
sudden
have to go that
they
way.
don't have to go that route. So
Yeah.
no, very improper.
We want to hear poem, man.
Okay, so here's my one poem. It has to do with growing in my place, in my house. And because in Canada our seasons are short, and we have to grow inside a little at the beginning. Some we can put them outside,
Yes,
but it's a
yes.
very short season. So my first poem says, I like to burn in a paper or in a chalice the herb I grow right here in my palace. The smell is sweet, the music is good, the garden is growing like I knew it would. My plants inside are short and wide, the ones in the sun are hard to hide. I like the kush and the sensi too, all rolled in a joint for me and you. My clones are cut, my seeds are planted, here in Canada, this is what we wanted. You call it ganja, sensimilia, sativa, it doesn't matter to me, it's all marijuana.
True.
So that's my growing poem.
Ah, sweet.
I have another little poem that I've written. It has to do with the my empress. Now, even though in the poem it sounds like she likes to smoke the ganja, she does not. There's one in my family that does, and that's me.
Uh-huh.
But I wrote the poem.
Yeah.
Other words,
you have medical reasons.
I have medical
too.
reasons. That is correct.
Yeah,
and she has no medical reasons because she's in great health. Okay, so I have a ganja smoking woman. She smokes my weed all day. When I get home from work, all she wants to do is play. She likes to roll my spliffs, big and long. When a joint's not enough, we hit the bong. We smoke and listen to reggae music everywhere. On the beaches, in the car, we don't care. She serves me in the morning a coffee and a toke with a little Baileys on the side. Life is no joke. We smoke and drink a little wine. This ganja smoking woman, she's a friend of mine.
See, can't do without her, man.
Can't do without her. I'm the luckiest guy around.
So most of the ganja you get up there, it's manipulated genetically, Because I heard,
Yes.
I heard you used to take ganja seeds from Jamaica, take them up there and go in the lab and do something to get the right strain with lights and everything. Is that so?
What I can say about where I live right now, you can buy any kind of seeds. You can buy Purple Kush, you can buy Dark Angel, you can buy Green Crack, there's so many kinds of seeds. And the seeds you buy, you can buy feminized seeds. So when you buy that seed, it will be a female. Many Jamaicans don't think about the seeds
I know, man.
in the
It corrupt
ganja.
the crop. It corrupt the crop.
It corrupts the crop. The THC levels become lower
Yes.
when the plant is putting time and effort into creating seeds. So what we tend to do is we take our seeds, we plant the seeds. When the plant starts to grow, if it's a female, it stays. If it's a female, it stays. It's a male, it comes out.
Yes, yes. And
So-
we have growers here in Jamaica
Yes.
can look at the seed and tell you which is which.
Yeah.
So we have those experts here also.
Our seeds, the feminized seeds, are genetically made so that
Yeah.
they are female.
Do they put anything like how you call it now, like growth promotants in the seeds and all that artificial stuff in the
I think not.
genetically modified?
No, I don't think so. I think what happens is that the seeds are grown, and they do some modifications because we can get feminized seeds. So most of the way the marijuana grows is that it's driven by the light cycle
Yes.
in order for it to go from the vegging cycle to the budding cycle.
Yeah.
So in Canada, we grow lots inside.
Yes, yes.
And nowadays with the technology, you're able to use LED lights, which
Yes.
don't take as much
The
power,
energy,
and
yes,
not
yes.
hot,
Yes.
and it's at the right frequency
Yeah.
that the plants require. So you can set your lights to be vegging, and you can have them on
Yes.
for 23 hours.
And fool the
It
plant.
That's right. So the plant will grow,
And
and the
then-
colas will begin,
Yes.
but there will be no bud on it. When you say, "Hey, I think they're big
Ready
enough
to
now,"
bud now. Let's bud it.
Let's bud it. You then change your lights now to
Yeah, man.
budding, and you change your hours to
Seeing,
12
seeing,
hours.
seeing.
When you go to 12 and 12 hours, now all of a sudden the plant will start to create buds.
True.
Now, what we do again is when we have our females and we see a male and we take it out,
Yes.
we cut the clones off of the female and we use that.
Ah.
So we no longer need seeds, and the clones off of the mother
Yes.
become another
Another
mother.
plant.
It will be the same strain. So
See,
let's say
yeah.
say
It's
we're
like-
growing
yeah.
Purple Kush.
Yeah, man.
The mother plant is there. I cut the clone, I take the clone, I replant it. Requires more watering and a little tenderness
get
for
it
it to
going.
take off to get it going.
Yes.
But it will be genetically the same plant
man.
as this one.
See.
So you no longer have to worry about the males.
Yeah.
Now you have a field of female.
Female, yeah.
Yes.
Man. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Astor Black Live on BobArtsTV with my brethren Wayne Collins from Canada. Respect. Don't go nowhere. This is our grow.
Yeah, Rastafari party.
Sean is on record.
Me there I go and bill, I go and chill, and I sip some roots of Bubble Hill. Cause Rasta no consume season poison. Yeah, in other Rasta party, yeah. Everything done upload. Every Rasta we see me make them proud. Fresh like water on the grass with no green. Let the prince and princess, kings and queens. Yeah, everything done upload. Every bubble we see me make them proud. Fresh like water on the grass with no green. Let the prince and princess, kings and queens.
Hey, welcome back. Wayne, do another poem.
Okay, I have another poem here. And this I wrote before I came to Jamaica because not just the problems and that, but I thought about what you guys have here that we don't have in the rest of the world. And what you guys here have is the music, and you have the spirit, and you have you have stuff that we have nowhere else. So here's my poem that says, reggae and herb can heal this whole nation. Take us away in our imagination, high up in the mountains where we see Jah's creation. After chanting and reasoning, we start cultivation. The growing of herb is our foundation. Drugs and alcohol will lead to our extinction. So smoke this plant, enjoy the sensation. Life's too short, let's enjoy this location. So again, I'm trying to say that life is short, man. You gotta enjoy it, whether you're in Jamaica, Canada, you know, British Columbia, wherever. And like you said, you never have a bad day. If you follow that type of thinking, natural, it is good.
So you just went for a ride. We went to Montego Bay to town.
Yes, we did.
To my favorite little Rasta restaurant down by the vegetable market,
By the farmer's market.
What was your experience like?
My experience was the people there were so nice. You could see that they wanted to talk, they wanted to listen. It was not like I expected. It was not like going to McDonald's or a Pizza Hut, you know, where you have you know, people in uniforms. But everybody knew everybody. Everybody had respect. The music was playing, the reggae music. I have to say, I was a bit shocked. Because again, we've never seen that before, and I'm glad I got to see it, because you have to experience more than just the resorts. The resorts are only one little part of Jamaica, and not even a real part. I don't want to say it's a plastic place, like a plastic smile.
Zoo. We call it a white people zoo.
A white people zoo. You know, the true Jamaican has a spirit and a smile that when you see it, you feel good inside. When I see a politrickster smile and it looks so fake and plastic, it is not a smile. When I see the Jamaican smile, I feel good about it. So
Jamaicans like to, we have some Jamaicans who like to look like you, bleach. They get rid of their melanin to look like you. Would you rather be like us?
Would I rather be? Actually, I tend to be.
Were you born in the right skin?
Yeah, was I born in the right skin? I don't know. I think that I want to be different. Okay.
Black.
Black, white, red, green. I want to be different. I don't want to be the same as everybody else. Everybody cuts their hair this way.
Would you modify yourself?
Would I modify myself? No, I like who I am, what I am, where I am, the skin I'm in. It's just how we are. And I have many people, I've been to a few islands around, and they all want to come to Canada. They all say, oh man, I'd like to go to your country. And I used to say, and I still say, no, fix your country. The grass is not greener on the other side. We have
in Jamaica.
It's green in Jamaica. The crime is high in Canada. The weather is cold. The people are not always nice. You have a beautiful place here, a spirit here, and if you have a trouble with 5.
Hello, my name is DJ Sebastian, and you're watching BobArtsTV.
Nice. Welcome back. We're here with Wayne Collins. Wayne is from Canada, and we just went for a ride.
We went for a ride and had a chance to see a real Rastafarian restaurant. And it was real. It was true.
Did you feel intimidated, paranoid, strange?
Personally?
How are you feeling?
I felt strange because it was not like anything I'd ever seen in my life.
KFC.
No KFC, no McDonald's. But I'm so glad I saw it, because now I have a better appreciation for how you brought your own bowl in, the food that you ate. There was nothing like it. I think I'm happy I saw it.
How you feel about yourself? Would you genetically modify yourself?
No. I'm happy with what I am. I say I like to be different. Back in my country, I am a little bit different in that I have a bit of longer hair. I tried a little goatee thing here going, but it's...
You wouldn't try to be black?
No. And what my philosophy is, when we pass, okay, it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're white or you're red. Let's say, for example, you have arthritis really bad. And when you pass, do you think that arthritis goes with you? No. Your spirit is inside. This is a shell. Okay? So whether it's a white shell or a black shell, it don't matter when we leave.
It's still one love.
It's still one love. So I have a feeling we live our life as we can here now,
True.
but later when we leave, it don't matter what color
What do you think your wife gonna say? Your queen gonna say tonight when you're laying in bed? Are you gonna sit together and she gonna reflect and say, "Wow, today Saturday, what is it? 17th of February,
Yeah.
2018."
She's going to say she saw something like she never saw before.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's not bad.
Not but it's good. But
It's good, but I mean, it's different.
What's her experience? What do you think her experience?
I think her experience will be that she'll say she was a little uncomfortable only because she had never seen that, experienced that before. I wasn't. I'm easily. I can get along with people and whatever.
You're a Rasta man,
I'm the Rasta man. That part was nothing.
Yeah.
But for her, it was a little bit putting off because she hadn't seen that, and there was not many empresses there, with the exception of the people, the ladies serving us. But again, that'll be a memory that she will have.
Yeah.
She will have for the rest of her life. You know, we can't change the past.
No.
We can't predict the
You can't
future.
change,
So we have to live in the now.
Yeah, man.
And that was a now, although it's in the past now.
Yes.
When we go back to the room today and tomorrow, if I
Yeah,
talk
man,
about it, and I
tonight.
say, "What did you think of the Rastafarian
Yeah,
restaurant?" She knows. She'll be able to tell her friends that she
Yes,
saw a
yes.
real Rastafarian restaurant.
You know, Wayne, it's like we really appreciate Rastaman like the eye.
Yes.
Because you come to Jamaica like every year.
Yep.
And you not only come with empty hands, you come with, you give out Rasta
The buttons, rolling papers, computer. I try to help where I can.
Yeah, man.
We don't have much,
Yeah.
but the feeling you get when you give something is always way more than getting.
Man. Big
And
smiles.
Big smiling.
I walk in this hotel and everyone, Rasta man. It's
They
like,
know, that's
I
right.
thought they were talking about me. It's you.
It's me that wanted to say the Rasta man.
Rasta man. That's fantastic, man.
But what I will say about that, so in my country, if I give something to charity, okay, so at the
you
grocery
don't know
store,
who you give it to.
no, and the person that I give it to, just thank you, next.
Yes.
Okay, here I give the button.
Yeah,
man, thank you. The rolling papers, oh, thank you.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I noticed the Rasta bridging them down at the restaurant, ready to put on the button and walk.
Oh,
proud.
yes, proud. Very proud.
Fantastic,
So,
man. And we want to thank you for the gift to BobArts Television also, man. Computer. It's such a great vibe because now we can educate another child.
That's my whole thing. When you said about the school for to help for music, I think that's great. The kids need other direction. Ganging and fighting is not good.
Yeah, man.
Learning is going to put kids in the right frame of mind.
Yes.
So today I talked to the lifeguard and he says, I never would have had this job. Some man said to me, you would make a good lifeguard. You swim and do this and do that. And he got me this job. And I said, that's great. That's great. He says, now I want to do that for somebody else. I want to help them get a job here.
Yes.
Excellent. I say, pass it on.
Pass it on.
Pass it on because in my country, again, we have a thing where everybody wants to say, pass it on.
Yeah,
you're in the lineup for Tim Hortons and somebody buys you a coffee in front. That's not passing it on. Passing it on is giving a computer to somebody where you truly have something that took a little bit to give.
Yes.
Not
teach him to fish.
That's right. So that's my philosophy.
What's another poem, man?
Okay.
What's another poem?
I got one more poem here. I got a few more, but I'm going to read my long one. This is the true Rasta poem that came to me in a dream, and I wrote it all out, and it's probably one of the ones that I'm most proud of. I read it last time. I'm going to read it one more time because some people may not have heard it. And it goes, I had a dream. I met a Rasta man from far away, and these strange things he did say. Don't got no razor, don't need no comb, don't want no scissor, Jah, I'm coming home. He spoke of Babylon, Zion, and Haile Selassie. He hoped to go to Ethiopia before he did die. He ate no pig, no fowl, nothing with a face, but smoked the ganja. I could not keep his pace. His friends were Peter, Bunny, Bob, and Rita. He said his spirit could be found in the people of Jamaica. And if Bumbleclat, he would scream. I knew he had trouble with his dream. He warned of politricksters, vampires, and people who lie. It was their lack of respect could bring a tear to his eye. He would say, I and I don't overstand why these wicked people still rule the land. He was sick and tired of technology. He said that would bring down our democracy. He sang of pirates, slavery, and the evil that men do. Through evolution and revolution, they could stand up to. He prayed for the herb to be legalized, so no more Rasta man would be brutalized. He got confidence from Garvey, compassion from Selassie, and his melody was all Marley. My Rasta friend is no longer here. He is with Jah, that much is clear. Don't got no razor, don't need no comb, don't want no scissor. Jah, I'm coming home. So I love that one.
I love it too,
the true
man.
Rasta man sees it,
Yeah.
and even though there's a bad word in it, I don't want to say words can't hurt you, but they can hurt you emotionally.
Yes, yes.
But it's a word.
Aye and aye.
Yeah, it's a word.
Yeah, man.
So I know many Jamaicans, when they hear that, they're going to say, oh my, he said that. It's a word.
Yes.
It's nothing. One last poem before we leave here, and it's a short one. It has to do with the guys on the beach, so the locals.
Respect.
And they have things that they're trying to sell, and one of the things is they call it the finger hash.
Yeah, yeah.
Finger hash. Man, you got to write a poem about the finger hash. And I'm thinking, okay, we have lots of hash back home, and I know how you guys do it. So here's my little poem about finger hash. It says, black like night, soft like gum, pulled from the plants by the hands of some, rolled in balls, sticky and sweet. To the boys on the beach, it's the greatest of treats. So that's their little story about the finger hash.
Yeah, you can use that as a sales pitch.
A sales pitch, yeah.
Really, I want to thank you very much,
Hey,
man.
Bob,
For coming
or
to Jamaica.
Ras Astor.
People call me Bob too.
Yeah,
Mr.
no.
Bob, Ras Astor,
Ras Astor.
Black, everything, man.
I appreciate you taking us out to town,
Yeah, man.
coming and seeing me, all the stuff, putting me on your TV channel.
I tell you, man, it's a pleasure, man.
You have a spirit that goes on, and keep doing what you're doing. I tell you from my heart, you are going to be a great man. Everywhere we go, Ras, Bob, they wanted it.
Yeah, man.
Everybody knows you, so
True.
you're doing good. Keep it up.
You know, my son and I was in the Sabo Museum in Chicago,
Yes?
and appear in this little room, a lady, long dress, and she say, look at me, look at my son, look at me, look at my son. And I said to my son, you know, that's your father, and he's going to be a great man one day. And then she left the room. And my son and I walked all over the museum to find that lady again. Never found her again.
We have to be
So,
positive.
Man,
Yeah.
that was very frightening, man.
Well, I vote for you anytime, my friend.
Respect.
Respect.
Yes, King, highly. Thank you for watching Bob Arts Television, and please do give us a buzz anytime. Let us know. Interested people like Wayne, we love to talk to you. Give her a ding. One love. Don't go nowhere. Enough more coming. The Wheelers. Respect. Yeah, man. That's a great shot.
And you know, I know we're done here, but Peter Tosh, my favorite lines from Peter Tosh, where he says, light up your spliff, light up your chalice.
Come
We
and
gonna
smoke
burn
it
it
in
in
a
Buckingham
Buckingham
Palace.
Palace,
Lend
man.
me your paper, give me your fire, make me chase away all the vampire.
Man. Go chase those crazy bullets out of town.
Chase them bullets out of town.
Man. Thank you very much for watching, man. Respect. We're in the Iberostar. Look more. Respect again. Highly.